A comedian with a truly remarkable career is in town this weekend. It's Paul Mooney playing Sacramento's Punchline. Mooney grew up in Oakland and got a start in the 70s writing for Richard Pryor. He also wrote for Saturday Night Live in its early years and was head writer for a while on In Living Color. He's also a stand-up comedian and actor and helped give many other well-known comedians their start in the business. He's in our studio. Paul Mooney, welcome to Inside.
Good morning or good afternoon.
Well, it depends on your time zone.
Just hello.
Just hello.
Okay,
That's
right,
good.
Right.
You started out, as I said, writing for comedy. Was that your plan, to be a comedy writer?
No. I mean, what do you mean, my plan?
When you started out in the business, was it your plan to be a comedy writer forever, or were you a stand-up comedian who started out writing?
Both.
Both.
I mean, I've always been able to write and tell jokes, so both.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've worn different hats. I like them. I'm a creative person. I'm an artist.
Yeah.
An artist first, everything else second.
Yeah. But it must be different experience when you write a joke that you think is a really good joke and someone else tells it, maybe not as well as you would.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
But usually, if you write for someone that you know, it doesn't work that way. It always works out positive because you know them and they'll deliver it correctly.
Yeah.
But if you don't know the person and you write for them, that can happen.
Yeah.
You have to know them. I mean, it may not be funny to you, but they'll deliver it if it's about them. You have to know the essence of the person.
How did you start writing for Richard Pryor? How did that come about?
How did it come about?
Yeah.
Well, that's in my book, Black is the New White. So you have to read about that. But I mean, I'll tell you about it. I mean, it's like Richard and I, we met and we collaborated. Richard, I mean, it was just his birthday too,
Really?
Yesterday.
Oh.
The 1st of December.
Yeah.
And I mean, happy birthday to Richard. He's not here but I'm here, so happy birthday to Richard. No, Richard was totally a genius, and he was, he was very funny. He was, Richard was a storyteller. He was the best at it.
Yeah. And you also worked on Saturday Night Live in its early years.
Yeah.
What was that like then?
Yeah. Huh?
What was that like then?
Then?
Yeah.
It was hard because I'm not a drug addict. So
everyone else was?
Yeah. So it was very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're one of them, it's fine. If you're not, it's different.
Well,
I have a sensitive nose. It's like when someone's smoking.
Yeah.
I
Sure?
can smell it. You know what I'm saying? But it was very weird.
Well, one of the jokes about Saturday Night Live is its best years was just before you started watching. Well, since you were there in the early years, you were really at the best time.
Yeah. Always the best.
Yeah.
It was the best. It was the most fun. Everyone was very up, and the world, it was new. It was brand new to everybody, and everybody was excited. And everyone couldn't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
And politically, it was great because we all had something. Do you understand? If
yes.
you watch something that you enjoy to watch and you have something, you've got chicken, you've got 2 cars, or you know what I'm saying? You've got everything that you want. It's the American dream. Now it's the American nightmare.
Oh.
For everyone, not just for me or you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. It's for everybody.
Well, I'm just going to remind people, Paul Mooney is my guest. He's a comedian. He's at the Sacramento Punchline this weekend. He's got shows tonight, tomorrow night, and on Sunday night. So you were raised in Oakland, but you're not really from Oakland originally. How
No, that's my grandmother was from West Oakland.
Oh.
And my grandmother was the person in my life and the center of my life. And so everyone claims it because I would go there. It's West Oakland on 18th Street. I mean, I don't know if you know where that is.
I'm quite familiar with it.
Yeah, well, it's not there anymore. Have you been over there lately?
Not to that particular part of Oakland.
Go back. You know where it is, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I went over there trying to find it. It's not there.
Oh.
All I saw was white people walking their dogs.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very white now.
What they call gentrification.
Right. What they call reverse white flight. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Nothing's there anymore. You know that.
Yeah.
The bridge is gone.
Yes. So where do you live nowadays?
I live in Harlem with the white people.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Have you been there in Harlem?
I have not been to Harlem.
Oh, you have to come.
Yeah.
It's changed.
It's changed
come.
too, really?
Yeah, you got to come.
Everywhere changes again. And is it for the better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clinton started it. You know that.
Bill Clinton. Yeah, that's right. He opened his office.
Yeah, he started it.
Well, what did the people of Harlem make of that?
What?
Bill Clinton moving his
Oh,
office
they liked it because he brought money.
Yeah.
He brought that money, and they started building things like beautiful hotels. They started remodeling stuff.
But doesn't that then get kind of expensive for people who otherwise were living there because it wasn't so expensive to live in?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. But the economy's like that.
Yeah.
The economy's done that for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't try to go to the projects. Go ahead. The economy's done that for everyone. I hope you can afford it. I mean, the economy has done that for everyone. And white people come to Harlem because they used to, back in the day, they used to run Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
So they just came back. They just came back to what they know, and it's good because it's beautiful. You can park, you can walk, you can go to the subway. Everything's convenient.
Yeah.
In downtown Manhattan, what they've done to it. It's scary. It looks like Las Vegas. It looks like Las Vegas. It really does. They've got lights, lights on, like Vegas. It looks. I'm serious. It has.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
24 hours.
Now, you said earlier that you wear a lot of hats. The hat you're wearing right now is a navy blue bandana.
What? Is it navy blue?
Yeah, well, sort of. Oh, is it black?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're colorblind.
Navy blue and black.
And I'm black too. You're colorblind, so it's okay. But it's okay. Go ahead.
Well, you're definitely not navy blue.
I don't want to bust you. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was a really dark navy
blue. I know
blue.
that you thought that, but it's not. I told you you're colorblind. It's so sad.
Yes.
You wear glasses too. I can tell from here.
Yes, I do actually. Yeah. Well, not right now.
No, but I can see that from here. Go ahead, because you're squinching.
I'm squinching.
Yeah,
yes.
but it's all right. But go ahead.
Also, because I couldn't tell the difference between colors.
But that's almost fun. Happy you.
Yes.
Yeah. You can go anywhere and just be with anyone.
Now, when you do your comedy shows, your stand-up comedy shows, are these all intricately written out as the comedy writer you are, or do you just riff with the audience?
Well, it all depends on what's going on.
Yeah.
It's all depends on what I think of. If I'm emotional about something, I'm funny about it. If it's like with today's politics, with what's going on now, if I have an emotion about it, and I love the emotion, then I can do jokes on it because it's real, and the audience knows it's real. Even if they don't like it, they know it's real. Even if they don't like it, we're all human beings. Human beings can tell. They can tell when you're faking it. They can.
Do you ever fake it?
I may have done it. I'm human. I may have done it once or twice, but I can't count it. Usually not. I don't like faking it. I like it real. I really do.
What about, you mentioned today's politics.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you stand in all these things, like the president, like the Occupy movement, things like that?
Well, for me personally, I don't think there's a Republican Party, and I don't think there is a Democrat party. I think there's only one party, the 1%. I think all the rest of it's fake. I think that everything comes out of the White House, everything we see on the television is scripted. These people are actors. They actually should get Academy Awards for their performances. It's scripted. What they say to us, they rehearse during the day, and when they finish, they all go to dinner and they tell each other how good they were, and they talk about tomorrow's script, and they practice. And if one person does improv, they rave about them. They say, and what you did was fantastic. I just think that. I don't care what color they are. I don't care what sex they are. I think they're all for each other. I do not think they're for us.
Now, what you're saying, if I just saw it written down, would sound kind of gloomy, but you're smiling while you're saying it.
Because I think it's true.
Yeah.
I really believe that. I mean, I just think when no matter what color, Obama, whoever it is, when they deal with that White House, they're dealing with a beast. And the beast is a drug addict, and the high is power and money. And drug addicts, they're like crackheads. They get on a mission.
And do you talk politics when you're doing your show?
Of course.
Yeah.
And I think that they make us think we have a choice. I don't think there is a choice. That's how I feel personally. I think it's all a joke.
So will you vote in the next election?
Huh?
Will you vote
in
the next election?
That time, I'll fake it. Of course I will.
Fake that.
And in fact, I've been voting every day for Obama. Every day I've been voting for Obama. Just
Every
practicing.
Day. Yeah.
Yes.
Paul Mooney, comedian. He's at the Sacramento Punchline this weekend. He does 2 shows tonight, 8 and 10.
May I ask you something?
Very quickly.
Okay, go ahead. Do you believe that there is a Democrat and a Republican?
As a journalist, I'll punt on that one. But when I change my job in a week's time, maybe I'll answer it then.
You're not going to answer it now?
It's probably better not to, because I interview politicians, and our show is going to automatically end in about 10 seconds.
Okay, good.
So I need to wrap it up. Paul Mooney's at the Punchline tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday night. That's Insight for this week. I'm Jeffrey Callison. We'll see you next week.
White folks loved Bill Cosby so much. They had commercials, man, where little white children was riding his back eating tapioca out of his eardrums. Daddy Bill. And so, how do they kill my son and I can't get a commercial?
For me, I feel that what Sidney was allowed to do in the Heat of the Night was the start of blaxploitation.